You dial 911 expecting help.
Amherst police.
But what happens when that call sets off a chain of events that no one saw coming? In Amherst, New York, a single 911 call spiraled into chaos. Within 6 seconds, the officers were charged by a man armed with 2 knives. And in that time period, an officer was stabbed, a taser was deployed, and multiple shots were fired at the suspect. This wasn't a high-profile drug raid or a SWAT standoff. This was a domestic disturbance call, the kind of call police handle every single day. Today, we're going to be reviewing the body cam footage and discussing steps you can take to keep yourself safe and the responding officers safe. We're going to start here shortly after the officers arrive on scene. They've already made contact with the caller, and she's given them information as far as who he is. Officers find out this guy has warrants, he's armed inside, so they wait for other units before attempting to make contact.
Saying that he's in there with 2 knives with 2 other dollars. Just I'll have you wait out here, okay? Just wait outside. Wait out here.
I know.
Okay, is he threatening to do anything with these men?
He was just washing dishes.
Okay.
They might be trying to use the toilet.
All right, stay on the back. I'm gonna open the door and call him out. Let's.
So I just wanted to pause right here because to me, this is an important dynamic between law enforcement and the people they're serving. So she is saying that he's armed with a knife because he's doing dishes, but he's not threatening to anyone in the house. But as a law enforcement officer, if you look at it from their perspective, they were called there because it's a domestic issue and he used violence against someone. So just think about how you would feel receiving that information that he's not threatening, he's not violent, but I called 911 because he did violence against someone.
Here. Watch out, man. Here, just back up. I'm not. I just want. Rickwell? It's Amherst police. Shots fired. We have 1 suspect down.
Stay down, Batman.
We need to get rid. We're going to. Don't go towards those knives. Get that med kit, John. Stay on coverage. You got the med kit?
He's coming. All
right. Next officer, we need a med kit in the back. Are you okay, Aiden?
He might have got my arm, but I'm good for now.
Take gloves on. You're going to need a chest seal on there. He's got a bullet hole on the side there.
Just take a moment to think about the difficulty in what just happened. In a matter of seconds, officers went from trying to calmly engage the suspect to one of them being stabbed, to deploying the taser, to transitioning to the firearm, and then immediately switching gears again to provide medical aid after. That's social worker, victim, warrior, and medic, all in one moment. The ability to shift roles that vast is something that most people can't even comprehend, and it just goes to show how demanding and complex these situations really are. When you call 911, you expect safety. But what you're really doing is inviting armed officers into a volatile situation they know nothing about. That means risk for the caller, for the officers, and for the suspect. Amherst shows that when emotions run high, help can show up in the form of more danger. If you ever need to dial 911 in a high-stress situation, here are 4 things I want you to remember. State the clear threat. For example, he's holding a knife, he just punched someone, he just stabbed someone. That way, the dispatchers have an idea of what the danger is. So that information is vital because it lets the officers arriving know what kind of situation they're going to, and mentally to have an idea of how to potentially diffuse said situation. Give your exact location and a description of yourself. That way, responding officers coming to the scene know who they're looking for, because a lot of these times it's very dynamic and you don't know who the victim is, who the assailant is. Having that information helps finding a resolution faster, because then instead of having to potentially detain multiple people to sort out the he said, she said for safety, now I can look to, okay, you're the person that called. Why did you call? What can we do to help? Mention any weapons you see for obvious reasons. Stay visible and follow commands when officers arrive. This just ties into our earlier point. If you're giving a location of where you are and what you look like, the officers can go to that point, contact you, and then it makes sorting out the situation a lot smoother for both yourself and the people involved. The unexpected consequence of dialing 911 is that the call for safety can create more chaos. Your role as the caller is to stay as calm as possible, be clear, and understand what to expect when you ask for help. Dispatchers can only work with the information that you give them. If your call is panicked, unclear, or missing details, officers may arrive blind to the real threat. That gap creates confusion and, in worst cases, tragedy. That's why clarity in your 911 call matters as much as the call itself. Dialing 911 is still the right choice in emergencies. As we've seen, how you communicate and how you respond when officers arrive can mean the difference between escalation and resolution. I hope you learned something and enjoyed this video. This is Code Switch Patrol.